Is one of your goals this year to be more consistent on YouTube, but it's just hard not only coming up with YouTube video ideas, but even just the process of getting the video shot, edited, and uploaded, then released? In this video, I'll be sharing 5 YouTube video ideas that require little to zero work so that you can be consistent on YouTube, which is actually the only thing you need to do in order to be successful. Let's go.
You gotta just press record.
Hey, what's up? It's Omar Corey with Think Media. Now, I do want to preface this by first letting you know that you just cannot overthink this. Chances are the season you're in as a YouTube creator is a discovery season. And so it's okay to not be perfect. It's okay to just get videos uploaded and get your reps in, right? So with that being said, the first video idea I want you to consider, and it may not apply to everybody, but is to just teach an old slide deck that you already have. Do you have a PowerPoint laying around somewhere, or did you give a talk, or have you given a web class, or maybe you have a slideshow somewhere? Well, I would say go ahead and shoot that video and teach that slide deck. The cool thing about this is you don't have to come up with the actual content itself for this video idea because it's already done. And if you actually delivered it once before, whether it be in a meeting, a workshop, a live event, or what have you, you can just blow dust off of that slide deck and deliver it on a video format, whether that's you just teaching live or you actually using a screen sharing platform, maybe like Loom, which is free, or you can use something like StreamYard, which is also free, which just allows you to screen share. And this is just a great way to get a video upload in, and not only just a video upload, but I would argue a very high valuable video upload. And now you have this asset to your brand or business living on your YouTube channel. And even more importantly, you got another video uploaded to your channel, which is the only way to actually grow on YouTube. The next video idea is to vlog a process. I would encourage you literally probably just using your smartphone, just capture chronologically the process in doing something. Now, I'd say a simple example of something like this would be cooking. You know, we have a friend, he's co-author of YouTube Secrets, Benji Travis, and Benji is passionate about cooking. And so what he'll do is he'll actually film himself cooking a breakfast or a lunch or a dinner. Benji had an aha moment and was like, why don't I just stitch these clips together and upload them on my personal YouTube channel? And which he started doing so, and his YouTube channel actually was revived. And I just think there are so many people that are really good at what they do, and there's a certain way you go about doing something that other people could benefit from. Maybe it's, making a cup of coffee. Maybe it's working on a car or changing your oil, or maybe you're a creative and you do photography or videography. What's the process and how you edit your photos? Just vlog the process. And I've actually done this myself. There was a video I created called an all-in-one YouTube studio setup. And I had the temptation to actually make a formal talking head video, kind of like what you're seeing right now. And the funny thing is, I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna build out this studio step by step, literally walking through the process. And that video has over 140,000 views, and it was very simple to shoot because it was vlog style. And there's something powerful about this, and it's that authenticity and transparency is probably the biggest life hack for smaller YouTube channels, because people are really just looking for a place to connect with or a creator to connect with through a like interest. And so I'd love to know what's a process that you could start vlogging chronologically, so the editing is very minimal, and that you can just now upload that process. Put it down in the comments below. The third video idea is what I call a one-take video upload. And this is where you either live stream directly onto YouTube, or you record a video using your smartphone or camera with the intention to not even throw this edit or this video file into an editing software. I wouldn't tell you to do this unless I did it myself. And I did this here on Think Media with over 2 million subscribers, where I uploaded a video directly from my SD card called How to Create YouTube Videos Without Editing Them. It does take maybe a little preparation if you want it to be engaging. And that would be like, maybe you just wrote down your points on some sticky notes and you just delivered them and held them up to the camera. You're not having to edit in titles and things like that. Literally just upload the raw video files directly to YouTube. And this will not only make you better at communicating, whatever it is you want to teach or talk about, but the idea here is that you just record it on a camera or your smartphone and upload it straight to YouTube. You can later on in the YouTube Studio back end, using YouTube's video editor, trim out maybe the beginning and the end. Now, I would say before I go into the next video idea that you just, again, have to get over the perfectionism aspect of this, and just know that when people find you and actually like you, and this is how you're showing up, I promise you, you're gonna build a fan base. You're gonna build an audience of people who love hearing the raw version of who you are. And I found this to be so true with my podcast. Like, my podcast isn't heavily edited. It's literally just a raw conversation. And so people want this stuff. I'm telling you, this will really help you not only be consistent, but I do think it's gonna help you connect more with the audience you have yet to meet. If you're looking this year to start a podcast, whether it be video or audio, Podcastle is one of the best tools you can use to get started. They legit are the one-stop shop for all things podcasts. You can record, edit, and publish your podcast, all while using their web-based software or even their smartphone app. Recently, they launched an AI assistant in their video editor, so you can create a video podcast using their platform and get access to features like the AI Video Enhance, which transforms low-quality pixelated videos into beautifully crisp videos in HD. And you can use one of my personal favorite features, which is the Magic Dust AI, which allows you with a click of a button to generate studio quality audio by removing background noise, restoring audio clarity, and improving the dynamic range of your audio, making your audio sound super professional. And so really, Podcastle makes it easier for the beginner podcast to have pro level quality. And if you want to check out Podcastle for yourself, you can try them out for free by checking out the link down in the description below. Thank you, Podcastle, for sponsoring this video. But the next video idea kind of aligns with what I was talking about with my podcast, but that is to do a legacy podcast. Now, let me break down, number one, what a podcast is. A podcast simply is a conversation that's captured. And when I say podcast, I'm always going to insinuate video podcast. So you definitely want to turn on at least one camera, or if you're doing it in person and you have multiple cameras, then I would encourage you to record multiple cameras if you'd like. To keep it simple though, for the sake of this video, let's just say you're just capturing it on one phone and you turn it sideways and you record a conversation. But what is a legacy podcast? If you have a loved one, a friend, a business partner, a colleague, a spouse, whoever, and you would just want to just have a conversation about something with them, about life or business or relationships or whatever you want to talk about, just capture it and get it uploaded to YouTube, I would encourage you to do this. And I think this is really cool, even just for documenting a season. I did this with my daughter a couple months ago before we had our second baby. She's 5 years old. And we were talking about what she wanted for her birthday and how excited she was for having a little brother. And I have this 45 to an hour long conversation with my daughter. I didn't release it publicly. But what I did do is I did take clips of this podcast and I uploaded it to my Instagram page. And here's what's cool. My daughter was talking about LaCroix, you know, like the drink. I thought I had one actually. I left it in the kitchen, but I love LaCroix. I love sparkling water. And we actually tagged LaCroix because the clip was so funny. And now the funny thing is LaCroix reached out and they started sending us care packages and we got the attention of a brand literally because I was doing a legacy podcast. So like, this stuff works. I hope the stories that I'm teaching, these real life stories of myself being the example, will actually persuade you to turning on a camera and posting more videos on your YouTube channel. But do this with your mom, do this with your grandparents. Life is so precious, and just sitting down and capturing a conversation with somebody you know can be a powerful and meaningful piece of content that you can own forever, which is awesome. The next video idea I would encourage you with is to just simply share more stories. I wrote it down in my notes as testimonials. Share more testimonials. Or maybe you lost some weight, maybe you achieved a financial goal, maybe you got out of debt, or maybe you helped somebody else, you know, reach a certain goal. Sharing stories is so powerful. No one can steal the conviction that you have from something that actually happened. You know what I'm saying? I would argue that YouTube's algorithm will have a way of taking your video and serving it to people who are looking for that very same transformation. Somebody in our community like Jordan Perez, who built her YouTube channel to, I think, well over 5,000 subscribers, all teaching charcuterie boards, like literally like Super Bowl charcuterie and Halloween charcuterie and all that stuff. And she actually grew a YouTube channel and started working with brands and doing awesome things. We interviewed her and her interview did really well. Why did it do really well? Because we shared a testimonial of someone who's just putting in the work and following the steps that we teach here at Think Media. And it resonated with a lot of people. And that's what's cool about stories. They say that stories stick, and it's because people will find themselves in a story that you tell. And the more you share stories, you will get more people to follow your content and fall in love with what it is you're doing. But those are 5 YouTube video ideas that require little to no work. And I hope you got some value out of this. But if you want to check out another video from us here at Think Media, just click or tap the screen and we'll see you in another video. Peace. Is that called?
Yellow core.
That's, I don't know which one's more wrong.
Yellow core.
Yellow LaCroix.